Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra and today I'm going to be doing an eyeshadow palette tag that had been going around, and I think it was the summertime. It was real popular. I don't know if it still is, but ever since I saw that tag I wanted to do it because I love eyeshadow palettes and I knew this was right up my alley. I saw Little Makeup Channel had the eyeshadow palette tag on her channel, and at the end of the video she had challenged everyone who was watching her video to try the tag out, which I thought was awesome. Shout out to you, Tracy. And anyways, I'm just gonna get right into this because I don't want it to be long. But right here you see a little bit of my Alex drawer. The third row here, up here is the first, second, third, and then the last two down the bottom. We're going to be looking at the third drawer here. There's 13 categories, so we'll be going through my collection here. So I'm going to pull it out. This is what I have. The first category says to show your newest palette. So my newest palette came in one of my boxy charms. It was the one from November, and it's actually still in the box here. And it is this Natasha Denona Peak 5 eyeshadow palette. And it's really, really pretty. You'll see here. It's my first 5 eyeshadow pan palette from her. This is the palette. It's so pretty. It has all these. It has like pinks and like it looks like a brown in the middle and like a beige shade right here. But this is the palette here, and I can't wait to play with this. It makes me really happy. When I got this in my boxy charm, I almost cried. And I know that sounds probably dramatic, but I really, really love her products, and it's one of my favorite brands, and I was just really, really happy to have it. And I haven't, like I said, this is the first 5 pan one I have from her, and I can't wait to try it to see how it performs. But yeah, this is the new one. The second category asks for my oldest palette. My oldest palette would probably be, if I can remember where I put it, it's probably back here somewhere. Yes. This would probably be my oldest palette. The Tartelette Toasted Palette. I got this one that was included in last year's Spring 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta. And I thought the palette was really beautiful, and I heard that it's really like complementary colors for blue eyes. So that really called to me, and these shadows are like the most beautiful. This palette came around when Urban Decay had their Naked Heat palette, which I still do want, but I think this is like supposed to be their version of what the Urban Decay Naked Heat is. This smells like a mixture between like vanilla and kind of like chocolate, so it kind of makes me think of like s'mores. And I'm standing all the way over here far away, and I can smell the palette from where I'm sitting. But yeah, this is like a gorgeous palette, and I have used this quite often actually. I know you probably can't tell. I've used most of these shades. Hold on. I need to bring this back out and put like looks and stuff on my channel, but also use it everyday life because these are like colors I would gravitate towards for everyday use. But yeah, that is the palette here. Oldest palette. Now it says show your most expensive palette, so that would actually be in the front here. I keep Natasha Denona. Now I don't want to include, so I'm going to include the Lila palette only because I do have the Tropic palette and the Safari palette from her, but these were on sale for like $60, which is like the price of like these palettes here, her medium-sized ones. But this one wasn't the full price, but it was like $80 as compared to the $129 it was originally. But this was on sale last August at Sephora, and I always wanted this palette because, you know, I love purple. It's my favorite color, and I saw this was on sale last year. Heard it from Jen Love. She mentioned about it. I got this as like a way to treat myself for like the hard work I've been doing at school. I've been doing really good, getting A's, especially with the classes I take, because they are challenging and can be tough. But I did very good on my assignments. I get A's in my classes, so I use this as a treat to treat myself, if you will. But this is the palette here, and I'm going to break this out soon on my channel. These shades are gorgeous. You have a nice mix of purple, and it looks like there's like certain purple tones that appear to be pink, and you have a mix of other neutral colors that will help like incorporate with like different looks you can create. The only thing I don't like is this stupid cover here, because I can't even use the mirror, which is nice, without this thing flapping. It's really annoying, and I could have done without it, but like what she could have done, like with our other ones, was put the shade names here right there, so you could see what it is, instead of putting this damn thing. But this is a beautiful palette. I'm glad I have it. It's the most expensive one I have so far. The next category says most affordable palette. Right away I think of the Profusion palettes that I have, which I have like 3 of them. I have like the Electric Blue, Upbeat Orange, and Bangin' Pinks. My bad. These were all $5. It's the most affordable brand of eyeshadow palettes that I have here. I guess I could show you. This is the Electric Blues. There's different blue tones. And the Upbeat Orange is orange palette. Different orange tones. And Bangin' Pinks is like different pink shades. These are limited edition. They had a yellow one, but I didn't get the yellow one. But I don't know if they're still up, but if they are, I'll include the link down below if you are ever interested in wanting to have any of these. I make no commission off of them all, but I'm just putting it in the description link in case you would like to check it out. But yeah, that's the most affordable. Now it says show your everyday palette. I think it would have to go to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Glam palette. I would say this is my everyday palette because it has shades that I would use every day. A lot of neutral tones, and it has some rosy tones in it as well. The shimmers here are very creamy. The mattes are really good, and it's really good too if like you want to do a short look. Say I want to put like a matte shadow in my crease and just tap a shimmer on the lid. Sometimes I'll do when I don't have time to make a full eye look. But these shades are what I would normally use on like a daily basis. I need to break this out actually because this is gorgeous. I love this palette. I love this better than their Modern Renaissance, which Modern Renaissance isn't a bad palette. It's just I'm not really into like a lot of berry tones. I know I have the Ace Beauty one that I got from BoxyCharm that kind of reminds me of similar Modern Renaissance vibes, but for the most part, I'm not really much into berry tones, but this I love. It's gorgeous, and it's right up my alley. So this is my everyday palette. Alright, the 6th category says to show your most colorful palette. I have a lot of colorful palettes. However, I am going to say it is this Carroty Matte eyeshadow palette. I don't know if like this is the name matte for the palette, but it's these shades. I say this is the most colorful because it has like a different variety of different colors and kind of like on a color wheel. And it's really pretty. I'm going to be putting this on my channel here. This is the most colorful palette I have. I haven't tried this out actually, but I'm excited to. And I like that the brand, you can recycle these. And I love how like their just like logo with the K is. Because my name starts with a K, so I think that's really cool. I have like the sticker still of the K and I put it on like my basket. But yeah, that's the most colorful one I have, but I also like have like tons of other ones that have colorful ones. Like I have these Huda Beauty ones, these ColourPop ones. Oh, there's just so many of them because I love colorful eyeshadow palettes. But I guess in terms of like a variety of different colors in one palette, this would be it. I would probably also give a second runner-up position for the Revolution, Tammy and Revolution palette. It's a Tropical Carnival one. This would be like, I actually think these look similar in ways, but these would be like the two with like a different variety of colors. But those would be the most colorful palettes. Alright, so the seventh category says to show your smallest palette. The smallest palette I have are these Huda Beauty ones. I have Emerald Obsessions and Ruby Obsessions. I got this back in May when she had her mystery bags. I did a video of it and I'll link it right up above and down below in the description box if you'd like to check that video out. But she had two different mystery bags. I got the bigger one. These are the two I have. I have this beautiful green. I used this before in one of my videos. I did a collab with Jasmine Hewitt. Link the video up here down below if you want to check that out. I used that. I have used this actually, and it's really pretty. It's really gorgeous shades here. I want to like play with these more. These make me happy when I look at them. So these are the smallest palettes I have. And the next category says to show your biggest palette. Do I really have a big palette? Like, let's see. I have. That one looks big. I guess like the term of big would be subjective. Because like this one here is pretty big, but I know like these are pretty big, but like in width. This is more like big in height. So it's kind of hard to tell, but I have other ones like obviously this one like the shape, but we're just going to I'm gonna pick this one. Got this from BoxyCharm in Boxy Luxe for September. And these are the shades inside of it. It's really pretty. I haven't played with this yet, but I'm excited to play with it. I do have other ones like this other Too Faced. This Too Faced Pumpkin Spice one is pretty big. The next one says to show the palette with the best memory, and I'm going to pick this You Are My Sunshine by Peachy Queen palette. I'm going to be doing a video on this palette. I haven't used it yet. I'd like to use this on my channel and do a review. But this is like the palette here, and I saw it on Instagram advertised a few months ago, and I got it specifically because my mom calls me her sunshine. She when I was a baby, she would sing "You Are My Sunshine" to me as a little baby, and she only has that song specifically for me. She calls me her sunshine. And then I found it cool that the shade names are the song lyrics. It's really pretty. It isn't something that like I expect to see in the inside, because when I look on the outside, it seems like it would be kind of more sunflower, sunshine, like orange, maybe greens, maybe some blues, around those types of colors. Like I wouldn't expect to be purples and pinks, and but no matter, it's still a beautiful palette. I'm excited to play with this, but this is the one with the best memory because of the meaning attached to this palette with my mom. There's that. Now it says, show a palette worth the hype. Well, right off the top of my head, I know I'm not following the rules specifically. I'm showing obviously more than one palette, but these two in particular, I think they are worth the hype. The ColourPop Blue Moon and It's My Pleasure palette. I've seen mostly a lot of good reviews from people. I know Andrea Mattiano, I think that's her name. Apologize if I didn't pronounce it right, but I know she loves these palettes. So we have the It's My Pleasure. It's like a very purple, and it looks like there's some pinky tones in there, but it's mainly a purple palette, and I love this. And this is the Blue Moon palette, and oh my god, this is gorgeous. And this shade here, Tide Pool, is really, really gorgeous. That's what like sold me here. Billie Jean's really pretty too. I've used this quite a lot, and I don't know if you can tell, but it has some dips in it. It's really pretty. It's my favorite blue palette. I really hope they don't discontinue this or the It's My Pleasure palette, because I feel like they're really good quality. They're very beautiful shadows. The formula is really good too. I love their 9pan palettes. I think I have 4 of their 9pan palettes. There's a couple others I'd like to try, but I really like them, and I think they're worth every penny, even though they're not that expensive. But still, I think they're worth the hype and the price. The next category is we're supposed to show a palette that's I think isn't worth the hype. So let's see here. I'm going to say it would be this Naked Urban Decay Ultraviolet palette. When I first saw this, first of all, I got this from Influencer. They sent this to me early before it released, but I was so excited to get it in the mail. I was excited I got picked actually too, because I wanted this. I was like so excited for this. It's a pro palette. It looks so pretty. And I got to try it out, and then I did like a video on it, and I'll link that up above and down below if you'd like to check that out, about my like first thoughts on the eyeshadow palette and makeup tutorial using it. But these are the shades right here, and they're very pretty, but I would have expected more purpley tones. Like, I'm not really sure why these two are there. And this was a unique shade, I will say. It has like different colors when it's like shifted in the light. It's really pretty. I think there's not enough mattes in here though, and there could have been more like matte purples to complement the other tones. I think this could have been more of a success, in my opinion, like a great palette, if they would have like executed it better, and actually like thought everything out instead of just kind of like releasing it. I will still use it, but I don't think it's worth the hype, because when you go to use these shades, if you're expecting like real like big pigment, you're not going to get that with this. Palette is more suitable for people who enjoy creating subtle makeup looks. I like mine to be pigmented because I like to be able to see it. I can't really see it if it's subtle, and it's purple, so I kind of want the purple to be like wabam, but that's just my preference. However, this purple here is really pretty, and like it doesn't look like that. Like when I put it on my eyes, it's really hard to tell that it's on my eyes. And some of these shimmers aren't the greatest. You have to really build them up to get what you want. It's just not worth the hype for me. I think they could have done better on this palette, and I think they could have done arranged the shades better and really made this to be a palette to stand out, but it's not, unfortunately. I still like this palette. It's pretty. I like the packaging, obviously, because it's really pretty. I'm still gonna use it, but I think it's overhyped. I don't see what's so great about it, and that's that. The next category says show your favorite palette from a favorite brand. My favorite brand would be, leave these down here, would be Natasha Denona. And so far this is my favorite palette that I've tried out of the palettes I have from her. Like, I love all of her palettes. I really love this palette here. I always get compliments when I use it. I've used so far Peach Puff, Nudist, Mint Frost, Vintage Taupe so far, and every time I use this, it is just like I get so many compliments, especially from my boyfriend. He really likes whenever I use this palette specifically, and I always like using this shade here, which is really gorgeous. Look at that, it's so pretty. I can only imagine what it would look like when it's wet. I mean, it would really amp up the color. But usually I'll pair this with like one of these colors here, and it really looks really beautiful. This green here I have been wanting to use, but I haven't used it yet. But I'll show you what that looks like. It's really pretty as well. I think it has like a nice range of colors in here. This one's really unique to me because I don't have like a color that looks like that in my like collection. You really have to look. But I know like there's mixed reviews. There's people who like this palette, and the majority of people seem like they don't like this palette, but I do. I love this palette, and I am excited to use this more. I need to play with the other shades besides the 4 that I've used so far. And yeah, this is my favorite brand. I would say my second favorite palette so far from her would be the Sunrise palette I have from her. My boyfriend got this for me, and it has like a bunch of like beautiful oranges, and it looks like it's red and orange and reds. Really pretty. I guess I could swatch this one here. This is that beautiful color there. And we'll swatch this yellow. Really pretty. Absolutely love it. The last category says to show your most used palette, and I think it would have to go to this Too Faced Pumpkin Spice palette that I had gotten for my birthday last year, because I really used it a lot and it came up with a lot of nice looks. I'll like list some of them up here, but it has like a nicer, like different, like it has neutrals, and it has some little nice shades of color, the orange, oranges. You got this like gold. Looks like a greenish gold. She got pink colors. Got like a mix of colors. And this cute mirror to boot. But I've used this palette quite often and I really like it actually. That is all of the categories I covered for this eyeshadow palette tag. I'm going to challenge 4 people and I will list them like right here to try out this tag. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like to do more tags. I have a couple more ones that I'd like to do, so stay tuned. Also, I'd like to record a video where I show you what's in my drawers here. My makeup collection is mostly these 3, and then I have this one here which is like skin care. Wait, hold on, I'll show you. Yeah, this one here is like skincare and hair care and body care, and then this one's just like a mix or whatever. I'd like to like show you what's in here and like let you see my makeup collection. The rest of my makeup collection is up on my vanity up there, but I would like to do that here, a video here soon where I show you my makeup collection, so stay tuned. I do have more like unboxings and hauls coming up, but I'd like to try and do less of those on my channel and try and do other things, like other new video ideas that I like. So just stay tuned because I'm going to have like, because I'm going to be filming different like types of videos. I love cleaning videos. I want to do shop my stash videos, empties videos as an example of some of the ideas that I'd like to do. I have more ideas, but I will make a video when I'm ready to talk about the new changes on my channel, so stay tuned for that as well. But if you like this video, please give it a like and comment down below what you thought, and don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. I will leave a link. I will leave my name right here. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would greatly appreciate if you could subscribe to my channel. I will see you next time, everybody.